mate, just a short video to show how I hook up my Apple phone directly to my Helix DSP using an optical cable. So there's no Bluetooth, and you can stream your music from your phone lossless via the optical cable. So I mean, of course, you're going to need an Apple phone. Second thing you're going to need is one of these Apple adapters. Not sure what they're called, but they've got a standard USB connector and a USB-C connector on them, and your lightning connector on the end. You're going to need a optical cable or a toslink cable with one of these square connectors on the end. You're also going to need a USB to USB-C cable, and a converter, or whatever they call them. This is an SMSL P0100 Pro. That's the one I use. They're about $100. They've got all these connectors on the end, so that's the optical and the USB-C in. And so you basically need the converter, your phone, the adapter, optical cable, and a USB to USB-C. You can just connect that all up and play music on your phone, but it drains your phone pretty quickly. So you can also just get a standard Apple charging cable, with the lightning cable connected to USB on the other end, and plug that into USB for power in your car. Or if you don't have a car but you've got a cigarette lighter, then you can use one of these adapters, but they're optional. You can just run like the phone. So I'm just going to connect it all up and explain how all these bits go together. Onto part two. So basically the adapter plugs into the bottom of your phone, the USB plugs into there, and the USB-C plugs into the back of the SMSL, and then your optical cable plugs into the back of that, and then of course off it goes to the DSP, where you plug the other end of the optical cable into the optical input, not output, input side of your Helix. And then you can select title. Make sure you select the source if you don't have auto source set up. Make sure you set it for digital on your using your director or your conductor or whatever you're using to control your Helix DSP, and it should just pick it up and play. As I said, if you run it in this configuration, it will run your battery flat pretty quick. So this is what I do to get extra power. Right, so same hookup as before. The only difference is I've hooked up my Apple charging cable plugged into that side of the adapter, and then that into your USB in your car power supply, or in my case I use a cigarette lighter, so just plug that in. So this line provides power and charges your phone. While your phone's charging, you can play your music, and that sends the signal down this line to the converter into the optical cable into your DSP optical input. Select digital player on your director or conductor, and that's it. Enjoy.